Good morning, students. I hope you're doing well. Happy Monday and welcome to English 111. I am so thrilled to have you this semester as we learn how to effectively write an essay. And really, what we're learning is how to communicate together. What I'm going to do this morning is I am going to share my screen with you. And what I want to take a little bit of time to do is get you going this morning and point to some things that are important for you to see. And so you can effectively jump in and start the class. So every Monday, what you will see is right here underneath the announcements. This is where your video will be. Of course, you're not seeing it right now because it's this video that I uploaded this morning. But that's something that you can rely on to receive either that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. And really, what the job of these videos are is to give you a recap of what we did the week before, and then it's going to cast vision into the next week. And so if there are any questions that I'm getting consistently, or if there are any hangups on assignments, or if I just want to take some time to remind you of some things, this is where you will always be able to go and see your weekly videos. The syllabus tab is right here, and I'm actually going to click on that and kind of show you just a few really, really important highlights this morning. Let's give it 1 minute to load. And so this is really our contract. This is the agreement between you and I, and an understanding of your expectations in this class, and then what my expectations are as well. So as you can see, instructor information is right here. You are always welcome to call me, text me, or email me. I do typically respond quickest through text and phone call. I do have 3 children, and so I may not answer after 3 p.m., but I will get back to you by the following morning. I typically try at least once an evening to check my emails or check my messages. So please still feel free to reach out after 3. It can just get a little crazy around here between sports and homework and bedtime routines. Please keep in mind that some of my office hours are online. I'm on campus Tuesday through Thursday, but I work from home on Mondays and Fridays. If you want to come see me in my physical space, please email me, call me, set up an appointment so that I can make sure that I'm on campus when you want to meet. You can always rely on me to reach back out to you within 1 business day. This is the course description. And then I really want to talk about our learning outcomes. This is what you can expect to learn when the semester is complete. After you complete this course, you will be able to demonstrate writing as a recursive process. You will be able to demonstrate writing and inquiry and context using different rhetorical strategies. You will be able to reflect and explain your writing. You will be able to critically use printed, digital, and visual materials. You'll be able to find important resources with proper documentation. You'll be able to compose text and incorporate rhetorically effective and conventional language. And then also you'll be able to collaborate in a writing community. I'm really big on that last one, guys. You'll do some peer review in here, some talking with your peers. And really for me, this is to set you up for the workforce, for any kind of university life that you may be a part of. It's really important that we learn how to work effectively with other people. This is a totally online course, so there's no Zoom meetings that you have to be a part of. There's no in-person classes. However, I will be hosting office hours, and we can definitely set up Zooms for you. This is our writing guide with handbook. You'll be able to find your text, and I'll show you in a little bit. It's an OER book that you'll have full access to. Technology requirements to keep this short and simple. Please make sure that you have a reliable internet source. I know I live out in the country. I know some of you probably do too. And that can get sticky with internet. So what I would strongly recommend, look at your Blackboard every Monday, see what you have to do that week, and make sure that you're effectively planning to get all of your work done. Chromebooks and mobile devices. Guys, Chromebooks are great tools, but there are times when some of the information you're supposed to see is missing. So if I say something and you're not seeing a YouTube link, or something's not popping up, or the instructions are not fully developed, shoot me a message and we can work together to make sure that you're getting all the information you're supposed to be getting. So basic computer skills, that a lot of you are already fully equipped to take an online course. Class attendance and participation. This is really important. The instructional work of the college is designed for class participation and attendance. The responsibility for class participation and attendance is placed on you. Guys, this is especially true in an online class. You really are the person who's pushing yourself to complete the work every week, to ask great questions when you don't understand an assignment, and to keep up with your work. It's not a face-to-face class where I can see you and I'm checking in. Of course, I'll be calling if I see that you're falling a little bit behind, or if you take it upon yourself to set up an appointment, we will be talking that way. But really and truly, the only way for me to figure out if you're participating is whether or not you're completing assignments. So make sure that you are participating in 90% of the course. And y'all, for an online course, that means that if 2 weeks go by and I haven't seen you participate, you will be withdrawn. And that is not to punish you in any way. That is out of your best interest, because at that point, you've fallen so far behind in the class that it's really challenging to keep up. Of course, I do want you to remember there are special circumstances. Health issues pop up. I'm currently sick right now and working from home. And so just be a great communicator. Reach out, tell me that you're sick, tell me your kids are sick. Tell me that you are having car troubles this week, and so it's hard for you to get to your internet access if that's somewhere aside from your home. Whatever is going on, I'm always willing to work with students, but it requires us to communicate really effectively together. Gaston College expects students to participate in all instructional activities. Online courses are no different from classrooms. However, participation is defined in a different manner. Student attendance will be defined as active participation in the course as described in the syllabus. So again, just another reinforcement, attendance will be guided through Blackboard. Tardiness policy looks a little different in an online course. You're not coming to class, so there's no tardy in that sense. But I define tardiness as your ability to submit your work on time. I do not accept any homework, late assignments. Everything we do in this class is a building block. So if you start falling behind on homework, you're really behind in other assignments as well. However, I do have two exceptions for this rule. Outlines. I accept outlines for half credit. This is an essential part of the writing process. So it's really important for you to turn that in. And we'll get to that further on in the semester. And then your major essays. I take essays up to 3 days late, but you will receive a letter grade deduction for each day. So for example, if you submit an essay 2 days late, you will receive an 80. After 3 days, you will receive a 0. Please know that I understand life happens, and for documented emergencies, health issues, or sudden family emergencies, please communicate with me so we can create a plan of action. It is never my desire to see a student withdraw or fail due to a circumstance that is out of their control, and I'm always willing to work with you when these instances occur. The last day to withdraw from this class is April 11th. Y'all, this is really, really important because after April 11th, if you stop doing work in the class, or if I have to withdraw you, that is with a failing grade. And so make sure you mark that down in your calendar and keep up with how you're doing in the class so that we can have some conversations around that date. So the breakdown of this class, your major essays are the heaviest. They're going to be worth 60%. Your homework assignments are worth 20. Discussion boards are worth 10. And then your final portfolio, which we'll discuss further on in the semester, is worth 10% as well. These are the letter grade assignments. The scale's very typical. 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79% is a C, 60 to 69% is D, and 0 to 59% is an F. Make sure you're communicating. If you are a high school student, communicate with your high school and see what they deem passing. Sometimes that can look different than what Gaston deems as passing. And I want to make sure that if you need your eligibility for anything, or if you're trying to weigh your GPA, that you're doing that accurately. So major essays, we're going to be writing 3 major essays this semester: a eulogy, a profile essay, and a cause and effect essay. These are worth 60% of your grade. Your homework assignments include but not limited to ed puzzles, outlines, and scaffolded activities. This is weighted so heavily because part of the writing process is essential to your success, and your homework assignments are always portions of the writing process that are building blocks for your major essays. Discussions are worth 10%. This is mostly your rough draft submissions as well as the quality of your peer reviews. These are also discussions that are centered around the genres and the types of essays that we're going to be writing. Your final portfolio takes place of your final exam. You will choose one essay to revise and edit to the best of your abilities, along with a cover letter that explains the process you used. We'll get into the weeds more of this as the semester progresses, but we do not do a final exam in this class, so that usually brings relief to some of my students. Makeup policy. The student is responsible for all the material covered for the course that they are registered in. In no instance does absence of the class relieve the student from the responsibility of their work. Guys, bottom line, what this means is if you're sick, if something happens, what we have to do is create a plan so that we can get you back on track for the course. Sickness or any kind of family emergency does not excuse you from the work. It just allows us to create a different plan for you so that you can complete it. It is in the best interest of the student to submit their work before or on the due date. This is so they have plenty of time to receive feedback and make adaptations to their final essay. However, please know that I'm understanding that life can take a turn during the term, and if you're willing to communicate with me, we will do our best to work together so you can complete the work in a timely manner. Viewing grades, I try really hard to get assignments done within the week. However, please remember rough drafts and essays do take longer to review. Sometimes they can take a week, sometimes they can take 2 weeks. So please be patient as I'm working through those. And if I ever need to extend deadlines because of my grading, I always take the time to do that. Your final portfolio will be due Thursday, May 2nd at 4 p.m. And there will be no late work accepted. We have to grade within 24 hours of the final exam. So we do not allow late submissions on that. So please make sure if you have vacations or anything planned, that you're planning around that final exam due date. Some of the course topics that we will be covering are the recursive writing process, wise practices in writing, parts of an essay, MLA format, vocabulary, grammar, mechanics, growth mindset, and critical thinking. Students, please be sure you review your course schedule, and I'll show you where that is. And I would also strongly encourage you to review each weekly folder on Monday. This is where your weekly assignments will be listed and your most up-to-date due dates. And then this is my favorite part of the syllabus. To me, it's the most important. No matter what your ability is, effort is what ignites that ability and turns it into accomplishment. I believe this statement is true. You are all coming from various writing backgrounds, experience, and levels of achievement. The goal of this course is to leave a better writer and researcher than the day you're reading the syllabus. The only way to ensure this happens is by giving your very best effort. You are making a conscious decision as to what kind of student you want to be in this course. It is my greatest desire to walk alongside you in my process. I'm here to support you and I'm here to cheer you on. Many of you will ask, what does it take to be successful in this course? That answer is contingent on what you define as success. I personally don't like to define success by grades. However, I will share a few tips and what I deem a successful student. Students that succeed in this course have open communication with their instructor and ask great questions, have a plan of action and how they plan to successfully complete their work each week. For example, they have specific times that they plan to dedicate to the course on a Monday or a Wednesday. They use the Writing Center and other free sources that offer helpful feedback. They do not see feedback as failure, but they use it as an opportunity to improve. They look for ways to improve their craft and they seek resources to find a better understanding of concepts. And then I put in parentheses, instructors love to give out more resources when asked. They work with their community writing groups effectively and openly, and they never give up. Please know I find it a joy and privilege to teach. It is not my job, it is truly a calling. I care about each of you, and I do my best to create a space where you are accepted, comfortable, and enthusiastic about this learning process. If you're struggling with the course, please communicate with me earlier than later. The earlier we work together, the greater potential we have to troubleshoot any issues that you're having with the course or writing concepts. Again, it's my greatest joy to walk alongside you in this learning process. I do have a couple ground rules as we begin to work together. Have great respect for everyone in the course, including me. Remember that you've been given an opportunity to learn and grow, and challenge yourself and ask questions. You cannot learn what you do not ask. Let's work together to make this a fun and purposeful semester. So, guys, build rapport. All that means is reach out to me. Let's create a relationship so that I can best support you in this class. And then an ADA statement, accessibility and disability services will assist and advise students with documented disabilities in arranging academic support and reasonable accommodations. If you've been given accommodations before for getting extra time or extra assistance, please make sure you reach out to our accessibility counselor at this number or click on this link so that you can make sure those resources are provided to you. Student success and retention. Guys, what this looks like is getting messages from a VSO. If I see that you're falling behind in the course, I'll stick an alert in so that a success coach can reach out to you and we make sure that you are getting back on track and can be successful. Student behavior policies. Typically in an online class, I do not deal with this. However, AI and Chat GPT have really changed the nature of what this looks like in an online class. Guys, unless I know otherwise, I expect you to do your own work. So if I see that you're using AI and plagiarism, you'll be given a 0 on that assignment and you'll be given an opportunity to redo it. If you use it a second time, I'll be reaching out to the Dean of Student Development for disciplinary action. Here are some links to read more about what that looks like, but I do like to be really upfront about that early on. I do want you to know that instructors have now been given the ability to run papers through AI detectors. So it's very easy to see when an essay has been artificially created. Campus Police and Safety, this is just a link for you to have if you need it. You probably will not in this particular class since it's online. And then here are all of the divisional dean and program chair's contact information. This is Miss Barbara Chadwick, Miss Beth McCall, and Dean Brian Bookout. If you ever cannot reach me for any reason, which in my case, I'm typically very quick to get back to students, but these are some numbers that you can reach out to in case of an emergency. Guys, if you have any questions about the syllabus, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to go back over anything or answer questions. This is available to you all semester long. So I'm now going to go back to the Blackboard. So that was your syllabus. Your course entry quiz is right below. This is based off the syllabus we just went over. Make sure that you get that done as quickly as possible. That's due this Wednesday. Course information, I'm going to show you, this is where your schedule is, but please keep in mind, this is more of a schedule overview. I'll show you where your specific due dates are located in just a minute. This is faculty information. This is my email, my telephone number. My office location has actually changed, so I will fix that. I'm now located in RCB on the 3rd floor. And then this is just a little bit of information about me. Here at Gaston, I teach English 011, English 111, and English 112, as well as some literature courses. I'm actually native to this area, and I graduated from West Lincoln High School back in 2010. I went to NC State University, and then I got my first graduate degree from East Carolina University. I got my second graduate degree from Wayland Baptist University. In my undergraduate years, I met my husband, and we traveled a lot due to his military service for 8 years. We lived in Oahu, Hawaii, Virginia, and then we came back to North Carolina to put down our roots. I live on a family ranch in West Lincoln now, and I have 3 children, Adeline, JT, and Colt. There's going to be times with these videos that you'll see them running in the background or on my lap. They're very much involved in every aspect of our lives. As a family, we spend a lot of our days on the farm playing board games. We love being a part of our local community and hiking locally. You'll see us at Knob Creek a lot for ice cream, and we're heavily involved in our local community and our local church. I'm always around campus, typically with a cup of coffee and talking to someone. I love what we're doing here at Gaston, and each one of you really do mean a lot to me. Please always feel free to stop by and see me in RCB. I'll always offer you coffee or a snack. I typically have cookies in my office. Or come up to me if you see me in the student lounge. I love getting to know you and hearing about your lives. This right here, guys, is your ebook and materials. You have an open access OER right here. So this is the textbook we're going to be using throughout the semester. This is the module. Guys, this is the most important part of the class. So what you're going to see here, I'm going to switch into student view so it gives what you're seeing. So right here in modules, this is where you're going to see the folder that holds all of your assignments as well as all of the due dates. So if you click on this module 1, what you're going to see is the opening of what we're going to be going over this week. So you're going to see a meet and greet, getting to know one another, getting to talk about what we're going to be doing here in this class. An ed puzzle about the writing process and growth mindset. And then finally, a common language ed puzzle. So each week, as you open up your Blackboard, you're going to be able to see again, what objectives we're learning, and then what your due dates are. So make sure that you always check this out. And remember, your course syllabus quiz is right here. This is the only time when your assignments will not be directly a part of your folder. So guys, I hope that you found all of this super, super helpful. If you have any questions or if you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm looking forward to an amazing semester as we begin to start learning and growing together. Please go back to faculty information, put down my telephone phone number, put down my email, and always feel the freedom to reach out to me. I'm here to support and help you, and I'm looking forward to an awesome semester. Have a great Monday, and let's get started.